Breaking news here on SportsCenter. The Denver Nuggets have fired head coach Michael Malone and general manager Calvin Booth. Sources told ESPN Charania. Hired in 2015, Malone is the winningest coach in team history, while Booth was elevated to GM in 2020. The duo led the team to its only NBA title in the 2022-23 season. The move comes with the Nuggets fourth in the Western Conference, but having lost 4 straight. So the Nuggets, they've had the 4th best record in the league in the last 3 seasons, with only the Celtics, the Cavs, and the Thunder having won more games. However, they were 3-7 in their last 10 games. We'll have more from the breaking news. Again, a clean sweep in Denver after this on SportsCenter. What more can you tell us about the moves that the Nuggets made this morning?
The Denver Nuggets have done a full clean out. They have parted ways with both Michael Malone as head coach and general manager Calvin Booth. I'm told Josh Charania and Nuggets ownership informed Malone and Calvin Booth in a meeting today that both are being fired and let go. And this is stunning because we're just days away from the end of the regular season, days away from the start of the NBA playoffs. This is tied for the, really, for as far as a firing, this is tied for with Hubie Brown in 1980-81 season for the deepest into a regular season we've seen a coach get fired. Michael Malone is the winningest coach in Denver Nuggets franchise history. He led that organization to a 2023 NBA championship. And the Nuggets, from my understanding, just believed that they needed a full culture reset. There's been something of a Cold War brewing between both Malone and Booth over the last couple of years. And Malone is really the established coach in place there. And now the fact that he is out, it is stunning across the NBA.
Okay, so you say that it's stunning, which I feel like a lot of people are stunned by this firing this late in the season. As you mentioned, it's one of the latest firings that's happened in the NBA. Why are they doing it now?
I can't.
All right, I think we may have lost Shams. I don't think he can hear me. Shams, can you hear me?
Yeah, I lost you guys. Sorry.
All right, no worries, Shams. I know you have plenty of things going on. We'll get back to you later. Oh, you're good? You're good? Okay, so Shams, why exactly are they doing this now?
I got you. Yeah.
Okay, so you mentioned it's stunning. This is obviously shocking to a lot of people in the NBA. Why are they deciding to do this now?
That's the biggest component to this, is you're days away from the NBA playoffs beginning. And my understanding is they felt kind of like the Grizzlies did with the departure of Taylor Jenkins, is igniting this team. They've lost 4 games in a row. They're now in the bottom half in the league in defensive rating. And so they felt like the signs were there that this season was not going to end well. And if you were going to make this decision at the end of the season to let go of Michael Malone and Calvin Booth and do a full reset, they're getting out ahead of what they felt they were going to do come the offseason. And between Michael Malone and Calvin Booth had really managed this team around young players the last couple years after winning that championship, saving money for ownership. They had saved, millions and millions of money in terms of tax over the last couple of years. And from Michael Malone's perspective, he's been trying to win a championship, building around win-now players with Nikola Jokic. So the fabric and what both sides had philosophically, there were some big differences there. And so instead of biding time, instead of maybe letting go of one guy and keeping the other, the Nuggets, Josh Charania today let go of both.
Okay, so obviously the Nuggets, they're currently 4th in the Western Conference. They're going to want to make a playoff push, I would imagine. So what are their plans moving forward?
David Adelman will be the interim head coach. Right now, they don't have an acting general manager. They have an assistant GM, Tommy Bolsaitis. He will stay in that role. So now as we look forward into the playoffs, obviously their full focus will be trying to keep a playoff berth spot, not have to play in the play-in. We'll see if they'll be able to keep that. And then from there, there is full expectation. What we're going to see here is a full-on search from the president role as well as the head coaching role. And they had Tim Connolly there. He was really the architect of this Denver Nuggets team, drafted Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, traded for Aaron Gordon, drafted Michael Porter Jr. He departed to Minnesota a few years ago. Calvin Booth emerged as the general manager, and he made a couple of moves that helped propel this team to an NBA championship as well. And now, stunningly, so late in the season, both are out.
Yeah, I like that you keep using the word stunning because it is a very shocking move here this late in the season. Again, the Nuggets making a clean sweep. Shams Charania with the latest. We'll have Ramona Shelburne joining us later in the show to talk a little bit more about this. Thanks, Shams. Wanna try to boast at what I look like.
time.